Buffaloes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia Tech's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To throw, it's King. Quick strike complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. After the filthy move, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! First score of the game goes up. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Rest on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of Super Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Boy, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard of that guy, heard of that guy, heard of that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
Running to Green. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks! The extra point here would tie the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. When he's that dynamic, that fast, you get him out there quick, you get him in space, and now you got to bring this athlete to the ground with an option to pass the football. Really, really hard on defenses.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Pulls and fired complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So you didn't pick up the first down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on fourth down?
I think the analytics say go for it, Reese, every single time, every situation now. It's only 1 yard to go, short yardage situation, man. I'm going to trust I can get that yard.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
That's caught. It's Rivers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. He saw man coverage, and the idea just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rivers. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking for a man, it's Salter. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He'll ride his man on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Salter. Makes the catch, it's Miller. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field and everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Well, they try to go option. QB gets tackled for a loss. Now, play caller, you got to be careful with all these QB runs. You don't want your guy taking so many hits because now you're risking injury. You got to be careful how many times you want him keeping the football.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. The option look. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the move at the 30. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Byrne. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's King. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Rutherford. And he's dragged down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. There he goes. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air. It's Salter. This time he's got it. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Slings it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Miller. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Oh, a lot of space. Inside. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's King. He'll take the deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update.
The Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Salter. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Play action on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's King. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how their defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He'll keep it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the option. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but
touchdown, Georgia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in front. possession on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
The Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
It'll be a draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Trying play action. Working deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Takes a handoff. It's Welsh. Got some room into the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your team.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! They move on top here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
It looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Rutherford. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment, just give up on the play.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's King. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get
turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. He's up to 113 yards rushing. He has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down.
Neutral zone defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Hayden. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You got to give the coaching staff credit, because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
At the 40, there he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Now the play fake. Scrambling away. Grab near the sticks. It's Byrd. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they'll try to tack on two. Dropping back, it's King. He's got it in the end zone for the two, but will it stand? There is a flag down. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Gets the back moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a mess. A delay of game on the 2-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. Getting aggressive here and going for two. From the gun. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nice move there. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Williams. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Off play action. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dropping back, it's Kane. With the catch, it's Rutherford. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Hosley. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab. It's Rutherford. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.